Madigan, and I'm the manager of the Limerick Under 12s team.
I'm Colin Scanlan, and I'm also the manager of the Limerick Under 12s team too. We came in at the beginning of the season, let's say probably June, July time. I put the lads in, probably a handful of lads at first, and then it was really good because our first session, Stuart came down, introduced himself to the lads, spoke to the lads, and gave them a really nice talk. And then he actually, additionally, he brought the first team down training next to us, so the young lads could actually see the first team training, which is nice. So at the beginning of the season, and then the lads picked up from there, the numbers.
Yeah, so we started maybe 1 or 2 nights a week, and then during the middle of the season we went to 3 nights a week, which is really good for the development of the lads. And we did a lot of work with them, and they really improved throughout the year. Really, the importance inside the Limerick here that we feel is not just about winning. You know, we're looking at developing the players. Can the players go out and make their own decisions, and the coaches aren't roaring and shouting at the players? You know, so we're looking to try to develop them and make them the best that they possibly can be. With that as well, that's the main goal. Is like, we know it's not just about winning leagues this year, or even we make it more kind of winning games. It's not just about that. Like, we tell the lads to forget about the results. So we have a plan in our heads. We try and teach that to the lads. And so every game we go, whether we say they're playing a local team, or they're playing a League of Ireland team in the future, or even if they're playing some English teams, hopefully down the road somewhere, play the way we want them to play, and try and develop them as much as we can. Yeah, so really it's good for Limerick FC to have a home, you know, so places where the kids can go and they can develop and they can all be together. It's really important there for Limerick progressing, that they actually have somewhere that they can call their home and that they can look for, develop for the future.
Yeah, to have a base, to call it like your home, and to be able to kind of run everything through one place under one hub, like, it just brings everything together. It makes it a lot more easy for lads coming in, and say they start coming in at like 9 or 10 or 11, and they can see the progression all the way up in the same place that they're training there maybe 2-3 times a week. You know, the 19s, all up to like the first team and everything, all trained there on the same roof. It just makes it a lot more kind of professional, and makes it easier for lads to kind of see the progression all the way up to the club, and make it a better club as a whole. Oh, massively. Like, you know, I remember when we were playing up in Jackman Park, and to be now in Thomond Park is incredible. It's incredible for anybody involved with Limerick FC. And it's great to have the facilities here in LFT as well, because, you know, since we first came in, we were on the pitches outside, you know, on the AstroTurf here, and we can look around and say to them, look, at one day, 4, 5, 6 years time, they could be up playing there in Thomond Park next to us, or even in Marcus Field if it gets done. So it's a massive change in terms of that's, you know, from the development of the academy. And then obviously the systems and operations of the club, it's just growing exponentially all the time. It's massive, and it's only going to get bigger and better as a club. And yeah, I think it's something that Craig and myself have worked together now outside of Limerick with kind of interleague sides last couple of years to come into Limerick this year. It's been great to be part of a club and to have so much contact hours with the players per week over and over since coming in the summer. So for us, like, you know, we're always developing as coaches. Like, we always try and come out of our own comfort zone in terms of finding new ways to coach or doing new ideas or trying new things. I think that's important, like, you know, especially for 2 young coaches like yourself, that we're fearless in terms of, like, we take any kind of aspect and try and kind of like teach lads that. But more importantly for the individuals, like for the players, we just try and make them better, not just better footballers, but better people all in all. Like, you know, we try and like, teach them a few life skills, like, you know, in terms of how they are, just not on the pitch but also off the pitch, you know, and make them more rounded players. Because we have players from many areas in Limerick, outside Limerick as well, that come into the club. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, look, for us, we try to, our football philosophy is we're always trying to play out from the back, keep the ball on the floor. You know, it took us a while at the start. We made a lot of mistakes. Players were just getting used to how we played and how our tactics were. We like to play 4-3-3, playing out from the back. And look, it takes some time to develop and progress the kids, that they're confident, that they have the abilities to actually receive the ball, centre backs and their centre midfielder to drop in and receive the ball. So it did take some time, but when you work hard at it and you believe in the kids, then they get it and they believe in what you want to do, and they progress from that as well, you know.
Yeah, like the lads do really well. Like, we started off now, we do a lot of coaching with them, and it paid dividends there at the beginning of the season. And they kind of got some good results, and they believed in how we wanted to play, and they kind of, you could see that they were kind of growing. But there's a bit of kind of difference in standards really in the league. The teams that they come up against different kind of teams every other weeks and stuff. So they need to kind of playing kind of good teams all the time. But like the last kind of couple of months now as well, they've been doing well, and they're getting that belief in them, even when the results haven't gone their way. Even more, the way they play and continue playing when things aren't going their way has given them the belief to kind of go, actually, it is working for them. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, I think it's going well, But look, what I would like to see from Limerick FC is that it goes to a kind of League of Ireland school-wide. If you're going to develop players and you're going to become better, it's important that the best play with the best, and then you're going to play against good teams as well. So that's important that we feel that a progression for League of Ireland and school-wide football should go.
The lads are kind of, just kind of a 4-horse race there at the top table at the moment, and they're in and around the mix there with them. They got knocked out in the National Cup by they were lucky. But they'll be looking to kind of progress on from that, and take it and do well again next year. See some against that.
Yeah, we must have about 7 or 8 games in under 12, so we've a lot of lads teams to play at home. So we're looking to progress on now to the end of the season and play good football. Myself and Colin signed with Gerlines this year. We're doing pretty well under Paul O'Donnell going inside the Gerlines, so we were unluckily beaten in the quarter-final by Sheriff on penalties, which Colin getting sent off again, and we're still in the Munster semi-final against Newmarket in 2 weeks' time, which is a big opportunity for the club. Still in the league, a couple of games in hand, so it's important that Gerlines are progressing. We're in the cup competitions for the future, so we're looking to build and develop for this year, and also next year and the years on.
Yeah, it's good to be involved in the club. We've got good lads, a good gaff in there now. He knows the story. He's been around. He's played at a high level. He wants to try and play football. And then also the lads we have in, obviously Craig has added to the team this year, and so myself hopefully, and a couple of other lads coming in. It's really got a good solid bunch of lads there, and all of us competing for places. But what's really good is all the lads down there, we create a good buzz. So there's a good vibe around the place, and that's what you want. You want to go down there to play and enjoy football, and also to be thinking that you're not just trying to prove it longer. It's cultured football. You're actually trying to play with the ball, which is good for us as well as coaches.
Yeah, it was very disappointing on the day. We were so close to being leading, then to score in the last minute to get back in, and we were on such a high, and then to go from there to such a low, being beaten and getting so close, Luckily, they're probably the best team in the country. They won it the last 2 years. They got their semi-final the year before that. So, look, we did ourselves proud. We went up there to Dublin with no fear. We played our ball. We gave it a good game. And we could be proud of ourselves. And look, we'll be back there next year, so that's important for us.
Yeah, top of that goal.